coming. Y'all know what it is. Back again. I got two of my homies. One of them is a bad influence, and one of them, I don't know what to say yet, because he be so serious, even when he joking. Like, his facial expressions never change. We got my man Dolomite. Talk to us, man.
Now, what's the motherfucking deal? Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. It's the young Dolomite, aka Uncle Dolomite, aka that nigga in particular, the host of the Too Much Game podcast. What's going on?
And then we got my man King JERM. It's the battle of the AKAs in here tonight. We got my man King JERM.
Hey, what up, people? It's your boy King JERM, aka the People's Champion, aka the most electrifying motherfucking podcast of the day, aka one half of the FROCAST in the building. He brought him out, Smash. I wasn't gonna say him. I wasn't gonna say him. And when I heard the AKA, it just made I felt the itch. It was like that little heroin dope. I was like, ooh.
You got to do it.
Yes, sir. Respect.
All right, check it out. We finna jump into this. I'm one of them people, and I gotta be honest. I'm one of them people. I would rather lose who I'm dealing with than lose an argument or a debate. You know what I'm saying? I've lost plenty of women being stubborn because the argument could have been over. You know what I'm saying? It could have been over. But me being who I am not gonna lose this argument. I'm not gonna lose this fight. So you can go. Go ahead on about your business. You can go. Is that a y'all ever had that type of feeling or nah?
I can't relate. I don't lose arguments. Ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if it came down to you saying you sorry for something that you know that you strongly believe in, or losing your woman, you swallowing
it depends on how big it is. Because for the most part, like it ain't, and it depends on the woman too. Like, if it's my wife, like if it's somebody important, then we gonna make that shit work. But if it's like some punk ass girlfriend or something, yeah, she might end up out the back door on that shit. It depends on how big it is.
JERM, is pride a motherfucker for you, man?
Man, being married so long, man, I don't even know what pride is anymore. I've apologized for shit I've been right about. I've apologized for shit I've been wrong about. I just learned that it's better for me not even fucking argue, because it's not even worth it, because it's like sometimes you gotta lose some battles to win the war. And it's just like a shepherd. If you're moving sheep across the valleys and shit, you're gonna lose a couple of sheep to the wolves, but at least you get the whole flock across. So sometimes you gotta sacrifice in the grand scheme of things. So I mean, to me, some arguments ain't even worth it. I mean, we know we right. We just gotta make them think they right and just keep moving on.
I think a big part of being married is apologizing for being right.
Yeah, exactly. Big time.
I think that shit should be in everybody's vows. I promise to apologize even if I'm right.
Oh, but good luck trying to get a woman to apologize. I think my wife apologized one time to me since we've been married, like one time.
I don't think women understand the definition of the word apologize.
They don't know what it is. They apologize. They'll be like, "Well, I'm sorry for doing that." But when they throw that butt in there, you're not apologizing no more. You're deflecting.
Yeah, obviously you wasn't sorry. They apologize by bringing you something to eat or giving you some head.
Yeah.
Now, see, women do this though. If y'all ever been in a situation where who you liked didn't like you, but liked your homeboy instead?
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
To them. It was annoying, but it was literally like going into the mall and seeing some shoes I can't afford. It's annoying, but it is what it is. Like, there'll be others. I want her and she don't want me, so it is what it is. That's life.
Would you stop being friends did you stop being friends with your homie over that, or?
Nah, I just, was like, damn, what the fuck do she see in this motherfucker that ain't me, yo? She got fucked up taste. Ain't that a bitch? How she like this nigga? She don't like me. Honestly, I wasn't even mad at it, nigga. I just was perturbed. Like, what the fuck is wrong with her that make her look at him and look at me and think that he's somehow better? It's something wrong with her. I ain't even mad at this nigga though.
JERM.
Yo.
Ever been in that situation?
I don't think so. And if it was, I mean, it was always bros before the hoes. So, you just gotta bring your game. Like we used to say, man, bring your game to the table, player. Like sometimes you win some, you lose some. It's just how it goes. So if it happened, it wasn't no serious thing or nothing like that. It wasn't nobody that I really cared about, or ain't nobody ever scooped my girl from me like that. So nothing like that. So nah, can't say it happened.
Yeah, especially that. That's never. I ain't never use another nigga like that.
Y'all in the habit of fixing broken bonds?
No. Once it broke, it's broke. It's gone. I changed the locks. Ever. Homeboys and all that shit. Nigga, if we was partners and we ain't partners, we'll never be partners again. Because we should have never stopped being partners.
This is true.
Yeah. I mean, like he said, bro, because it shouldn't be nothing that we can't work out. You know what I'm saying? So if we were really partners like that, like you said, you my dog, I mean, we ain't gonna trip, we ain't gonna fall out over $200, $300, $500, whatever. We should be able to work it out. But if we fall out behind some little bullshit like that, then we ain't friends, and that's just how it is. It ain't no problem. It's just we ain't gotta deal with each other. I see you, hey, how you doing? Just keep it moving. But all that hanging out and what we used to do, nah, that's just dead. You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's cool.
Falling out over money.
Yep.
Women. Stuff like that. Nah, we should definitely not be falling out over that. Now, if you did some foul-ish to me, like I had a homeboy who went behind my back and was pillow talking to this chick I was dealing with at the time, just so he could slide in. I felt like, nah, man, if you would do that over a female, just imagine what else you would do that to me for. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
If you're a pillow talking, well, he got all these other women and shit anyway. I just dropped him off over there an hour ago type shit. Nah, bro, them the type of people you gotta watch. Once you snake me, there is no fixing that bond. Like, money is money. It comes and goes. Women come and go. But once you do some foul stuff, like we get locked up and you in there off a KFC box and you in there talking to them people saying, yo, it was him. Oh, no, bro. Them type of changes I never look at you the same. Like JERM said, if I see you, ain't no if I see you with me, what's up? None of that. Like, nah,
I mean, it depends on the situation.
If you come out the interrogation room smiling, you gonna die. ain't no, oh nigga, you over there, I'm over here, and I'm just not gonna deal with you. Nah, fuck that. I'm gonna deal with you, and it ain't gonna be fucking friendly. But you gonna get dealt with, because that's a completely different level of breaking of a bond.
I'm KFC pop $5 box, fill up boxes, man.
Yeah, because if I get bonded out, you gonna get broken.
This is true. Them fill up boxes be the thing. So
fuck that shit.
I didn't really catch the gist of it. What's going on with your boy Joe Buddens?
This motherfucker done fired his co-host, dog. And I guess from his side of the story, them niggas was employees. They was on salary, them niggas was workers. But according to them, they was profit sharing partners. So I guess when they decided they wanted to see what the books was looking like, he got on some nigga, I'm the boss, motherfucker. You don't get to see what the books look like. And they think is, my nigga, we supposed to be partners. when the fuck did you become the boss if we partners? You know, so
I guess because he felt like he had the bigger name.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we still, anybody, 5 people outside of New Jersey still only know this nigga, but, you know.
Nigga, we only know this nigga really from Pump It Up. Pump It Up and Love and Hip Hop, dog.
Hey, and something about he liked to hump on his dogs or some shit.
I mean, y'all now come on now. Y'all know Joe was like one of the first artists to like stream. I remember he used to be on YouTube all the time, every day with Tahiri and all that, doing their little stuff.
Boy, that boy was trash.
But it was funny. But it was funny though to see like a regular rapper living in an apartment, and you like, dang, bro, this dude like he done fell off, but you know he got the girl she in there cooking sandwich. You make just like his just adventures and everything. But you know, my personal opinion and feelings about it is like if they were profit sharing people, right? Like I said in the post, if all the money that we're bringing in, tour money, merch, everything, if we are a percentage of the profit, and then you sending me money every month and whatever like that, I asked to see the books, you send me some numbers, the numbers wrong, they send the numbers back, and then when I ask to see the right numbers, you tell me hell no, like, so what you hiding? That's what they looking at, like he hiding something. But you know, in all fairness, like they said they don't know what's in their contract. So how you don't know what's in your contract? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and play them as the victims when Joe was on the show doing all that goddamn ranting and raving, talking about shitting on Spotify. Y'all was sitting right there, I ain't say nothing. Y'all was sitting there, yes man, and this shit. And now y'all was just like, you know, y'all want to play the victim, but y'all was cool with it back then. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I don't understand. They like Buddy said, they overvalue themselves. Like, let me ask you a question. You working 25 hours a month, and Joe throwing you $60,000 a month. You gonna complain about that?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so and then they sitting there saying it ain't about the money, but y'all talk the whole hour about what? Money. But it's not about the money.
I mean, this is important, man. When you doing anything in business, you know, even whether it's your homies or not. Whether it's your homies or not, man. I know people be like, man, we got handshake agreements. We did all that changes when money is involved. Yep. When you ain't got no money, oh man, we don't need paperwork. We got handshake agreements. You know, this my dog. We ain't gonna never let, and you have some people who never let money change them. But it's always one dude in the circle who get money and act like the world is yours. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with that. But my thing is, business and personal is 2 different things. You know what I'm saying? Getting in business with your friends and getting in business with people who have a goal to make some money is 2 different things. Your friends might have that mentality to make some money, but now they want a bigger piece of the pie. When I think about that, I think about Tank, Genuine, and Tyrese. When they made their group, I thought, yo, this could be the dopest group ever. But then I thought about it like, nah, these dudes is solo artists. They big time solo artists. Who's the bigger artist? It's gonna clash. It's gonna come down to it. You know what I'm saying? Genuine sold more records than both of them dudes combined. And it was like, okay, somebody ego gonna get in the way of this. Because it ain't about money no more.
It's like having Iverson, Jordan, and Kobe on the same basketball team.
Facts. Like, who gonna get the last shot? Who want the last shot? So it's like when I look at shit like that, man, when you dealing with your partners, you still want to have paperwork in order. Whether they're your homies, whether they're your homies from 20 years ago or not. If y'all start a business together, everybody needs to be in agreement on what that business is and who gets what and how it's done. Because that way you eliminate confusion, you eliminate blow-ups on social media, you eliminate all that because everybody knows what they're getting. And if you're not happy with your slice of the pie, then all of y'all supposed to come to the table together and be like, okay, look, such and such is not happy let's figure this out and arrange. Because Joe Buttons probably had a 40-20 or a 45-25-25 thing with them. Or he probably
it
had
probably
a
was
60,
6, yeah, 60, 20,
20. Yeah.
But the thing is, even with that ain't bad because at the end of the day, as much as we could say he fell off, his name is on the billboard.
Exactly.
He's the top draw. Yeah.
He the motherfucker that started all that shit. But
I ain't even know the other two guys, and this ain't a shot at them. It's
them niggas wasn't celebrities.
I didn't know you niggas.
But see, my thing like this, as far as like with them from Nate's side of the thing, and this is something that I'm gonna mention, when I do my show. Track record. Y'all niggas know this nigga. We know this nigga. He's a self-destructive motherfucker. A lot of situations this nigga done went into, his ego fucked it up. Nigga, whether that be his job at Hot 97 radio station, his rap career, everyday struggle, everything this motherfucker touch, he builds it into some dope shit and he getting his feelings and then he tears it the fuck down. Friendships, relationships. We watch this nigga on Love and Hip Hop and some more shit fuck up his relationship with women. Like, me personally, like he ain't the type of nigga I deal with without paperwork, dog. I can't have no handshake deal with a nigga that's alive. Why? A nigga who I know got the propensity to tear some shit up, no matter how dope it is.
Yeah.
So, with them, it's like, I feel y'all, but it's like, nigga, y'all should have knew the type of nigga y'all was dealing with. And just to, mention another one of his friends, Parks is a fucking clown. Let me just say that shit. Park's a fucking clown. I hate a lapdog ass nigga. Like, Joe was talking all type of cash, woo-wop bullshit, and Parks is like, yes, daddy. Yes, daddy. I agree with everything you're saying, daddy. Park's a bitch.
I mean, because like they said, they was fighting for Parks to get a raise. And I'm like, why Parks need a raise? Y'all recorded his motherfucking house. Like, I'd be like, I should be the first one to get paid. Y'all, the studio is in my house. I'm mixing. I'm the engineer. Like, how y'all talking about getting me a raise? What's going on with that? Like, that's crazy. So that was weird to me when they said that.
But I just feel like they looking at it like Parks is the engine that make the shit go. Like, Joe Budden, of course, he's the name. He's the draw. He's the marketing behind the shit. But without Parks, that shit'll probably sound like some bullshit because they'll really be recording that motherfucker God knows where on God knows what. So Parks does have a hell of a job. So I get why they was probably trying to get him a raise. But it, like, at the end of the day, like, it's three sides to every story.
Yep.
And that's what this whole shit sound like. I don't think we ever gonna get the absolute honest truth because it's two liars against two liars, as far as I'm concerned.
Everybody lying. When money involved, you gotta realize everybody lying.
Yeah, hell yeah, because that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Niggas can say it ain't about money all the fuck they want to, but just like Joe has said, nigga, if it ain't about money, let's do this shit for free. Let's nobody get paid. How about that? Since it ain't about the motherfucking money. But at the end of the day, dog, everything about money.
Exactly.
And that's the whole thing. Like, from Parks and Mall standpoint, I get what y'all niggas is saying, that, y'all friendship should be bigger than money. But at the same time, my nigga, this whole thing is about money. So when it come to friendship deals, my nigga, like I done said in episodes a million times, nigga, friends and money don't mix like two dicks and no bitch. Like, nigga, when if you my partner and we going into business, my nigga, everything need to be in writing. Yep. We gonna have to put friendship over here and business over here because it rarely goes right because niggas like to blur lines that shouldn't be fucking blurred.
Exactly.
This is
true. That's what Maul probably did. Maul feel like him and Joe was cool. So, the paperwork, whatever it is, like, this is my dog, whatever. And Rory, he probably, somebody got in his ear like, yo, man, you working with Joe, you better make sure it's tight now, and that's what got the ball rolling on everything. Everything was probably good until then Rory started doing too much business and digging, and that's where it all started. I bet you.
Yeah.
It was the white boy.
But then you also got to start doing business with who you know that's gonna rock with you, whether y'all got $1 to y'all name or whether y'all got $1 million to y'all name. You know
But
what
the
I'm saying?
thing is, you can never predict what a motherfucker gonna do with $1 million on the line,
An
especially when
artist,
they
an
got $1
artist
million
said,
on the line.
an artist said he left $1 million at his brother's house, and his brother didn't touch $1. I forgot what artist said that shit, but I thought about that. I was like, that's some deep shit. Cause I'm gonna be honest with you. You leave $1 million at my house, I ain't gonna take the whole million, but nigga.
Did I owe you 500 racks?
Like nigga, like come on, man.
But see, the thing is, like with a situation like that, though, honestly, dog, like would you take that million and then fuck off a relationship that could probably get you 5 or 6 million?
Nope.
That's probably why his brother didn't touch that fucking money, because he like, nigga, if I fuck with $1 of this shit, that's gonna fuck off me and my brother. And my brother is the money machine. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave this money right here. So on the back end, he's of course gonna trust me now because I ain't touch his million. That shit could be a fucking test. So shit, his brother just played that shit smart, honestly.
Just like motherfuckers be like, I'm gonna tell you like this. My mentality is different. If you put me in a room with Jay-Z, to a hood nigga mentality is, oh, I'm finna rob this nigga. I'm finna rob this nigga. Plain and simple. Huh?
A broke hood nigga.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, how much money you gonna get on Jay-Z? Like $500. He might not have it.
Niggas like that don't carry no cash.
You heard what the man said. He can't wear skinny jeans because his knots don't fit.
No.
So
yeah, that was 90s Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Nigga, you catch 2021 Jay-Z, that nigga gonna have a black card, a motherfucking ID card, and that's the fuck gonna be it.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna rob that nigga for a bunch of shit you can't even use. The best thing you can sell is he might have some Ferragamo shoes on, or you know,
or
some
watch or some
Valentes or some shit. Yeah, and it's gonna be a plain Jane roller. He ain't gonna wear no bust down shit, so he ain't gonna be carrying no hood trophies.
I want to sit here and talk to the brother and find out what the fuck he did. To me, that conversation is gonna be worth more than whatever a motherfucker that robbed Jay. It's gonna be worth more than that.
All he gonna tell you is he gonna say I fuck niggas over. That's how I got where I is. I didn't, you know, I didn't do it the right way. I fuck niggas over. That's how I did it. He gonna like, yo, you gotta get rid of your friends. You gotta fuck everybody over.
Nigga, come on, man. Come on, man.
Exactly. You know, that's what he gonna tell you. I'm just telling you, man.
Stop that, man.
Stop that, man. You ain't trying, nigga.
It was time for that split to happen, man. It was time.
Okay.
He gonna be like, you seen that movie, The Departed, when everybody got killed, nigga? That's life.
It was time, man. It was time for him and Dame. This is a prime example. It was time for him and Dame to go on and do their own thing, man. I get it. You know what I'm saying? We done made this amount of money, but now it's like, I want to do something different.
Nigga, everybody that nigga do business with, nigga.
You think Jay-Z would have had J. Cole if he had kept fucking with Dame? Probably not.
Everybody's a stepping stone when it comes to Jay-Z.
I can see that.
Jay-Z is another one of them niggas that I wouldn't do business with like that. I would never go into a partnership with him because, like I said, niggas got track records, dog. These niggas walk around with their resume on.
I would never do business with Diddy. Not music label business. Nah, Ciroc business. You want us to sponsor, you want to sponsor our podcast? Cool. But as far as me doing any type of music with Diddy, no. Birdman, no.
But it's like this, dog. No nigga becomes a mogul by playing fair.
Yeah, no person. Yeah, you can't be a capitalist without taking advantage of people. That's the rule of the game.
You capitalize on motherfuckers. Dog, it's in the name.
Yeah, you ain't gonna make $1 million being honest with everybody, and you know, oh well, my profit really ain't making no profit, so I'm breaking even. You ain't gonna never make no money. You giving the people what you said. You know, I bought it for 25 cents and selling it for 25 cents. I ain't making no. You can't play fair and win. No, I bought it for 25 cents. I'm selling it for $2. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you know what I'm saying. Like that's what you got to do. That's the name. Profit is not a bad word. It's not a bad word. You know what I'm saying? I mean, golly, just don't gouge a motherfucker. Like shit.
I be feeling like as long as I break even, I'll be cool. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't made no money. You just did a community service right then.
Nigga, that's you'll never become a millionaire with that mindset.
Yeah.
And that's the fucking thing, my nigga. Like, you know, and I tell motherfuckers this shit, like with the dealings that I have with other motherfuckers, dog. Like, I'm not in love with money. I might never become a multi-millionaire because of that. Like, nigga, I'm more on relationships that I got in the motherfuckers who I fuck with. So I'm not gonna hit the Jay-Z plateau because I'm not no fucking nigga over type of nigga.
But if you have a mentality and you have a hustle, you always have money in your pocket.
Exactly. Like, nigga, I just don't want to be broke. That's my thing. I ain't never gonna be broke.
You may not touch millions, but I ain't never broke. You know what I'm saying?
I just want to be comfortable. Yeah. That's me. I don't gotta have Tesla money or whatever. I don't need all that. I just want to be comfortable. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Some shit fuck up in the house, I can pay, get fixed, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I want to go on a trip, I got money for it. Like that, I just want to be comfortable. I ain't gotta have like goddamn, you know, that's not my goal. Like, I like comfort in life.
Yeah. Long as I can tell, you know,
exactly.
Long as I can tell my kids we good, y'all can eat tonight, or you know, we got a roof over the head, I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been. I mean, you have people who like to talk down on other people because you are more well off than them. But I like to tell people, yo, unless you a millionaire, we all broke.
But nigga,
we all broke.
MC Hammer. You ever heard of MC Hammer? You know how much money MC Hammer had, nigga? And like that's like a life lesson, dog. I tell motherfuckers as far as like the reason that I don't play big bank, take little bank with niggas. Because I've been up over niggas and I've been down under the same niggas. It's niggas who I know who I could be like, nah, I way more money than you. And it's them same niggas who in the same position they was in and I had way less than them. Not long ago, my nigga. Like the difference between 5 years. Like before 2009, my nigga, I was up. 2009, I hit zero, my nigga. Now, nigga, I'm up. Nigga, I live in a 5-bedroom house. Like I'm doing great. But a motherfucking go back to zero, my nigga. Like one bad mistake and any millionaire could go broke. Nigga, all it take is a loose screw, nigga, and all your shit'll be gone.
Yep.
So, nigga, I don't play the big bang Hank game.
But like, it comes with being humble too.
What Joe was saying. Yeah,
it comes with being humble too.
Yeah, but that's a big part of why a lot of niggas is shitting on Joe behind that rant that he did. Because, nigga, that was the complete absence of humility. That was 100%, I'm the boss, this my shit. Y'all niggas ain't shit, y'all niggas is sorry. But to the thing that, as far as like their point and their side of this motherfucking argument, nigga, who really knows about the podcast before them two niggas showed up? Can you tell me who the host was before them two niggas?
Talking about Joe shit?
Yeah.
It was before them niggas showed. It was like Joe, the girl Marissa, and I think it was like, yeah, it was, I just remember Joe and Marissa. I don't know who else was on it.
Rory showed up during Marissa and while Marissa got fired. Because like the thing is, it's like this. There's niggas who been listening from day one.
Yeah.
But those niggas who been listening from day one could honestly also tell you the show didn't get cracking until Rory and Maul was there.
Yeah.
Like that shit was cool. It was a nice, okay little show. But nigga, when Rory and Maul got there, it was literally like, my nigga, like y'all niggas in the basketball.
Yeah.
Like Maul is like James Posey. Like Maul is like fucking like Trevor Ariza. Like Maul is like Rajon Rondo. Like he might not be the greatest, but he that nigga that he just add that X factor to make the team play better.
Cause I feel like, cause what you're saying, cause it seemed like I ain't really listened to the show until that episode where he was going out screaming about Drake. And then that was about 70 something. That's when I, you know what I'm saying? I knew about it, but I ain't really listened to it. I come in because, you know, it wasn't really my thing. You just talk about your little escapade. But then when the Drake shit popped off, that's when I started listening to it. And you're right. When Maul did come, Maul used to come through And he was just like, he'd be high and shit, smoking. He'd say some little one-liners and, little funny shit. And Maul, the only reason why I did fuck with Maul, because he kept Joe accountable. Like the other dude used to suck Joe dick. Anything Joe say, yeah, you're right. Maul be like, nigga, get the fuck out of here. That shit was, he'll call Joe out, and the other ones wouldn't do it. So that's why. So that what made the dynamic different, because once you got a whole bunch of yes men, you got one nigga with a different opinion than Joe, and it was like, oh shit. And then it was like the jokes, because they were real friends, and so they had some real cool jokes. Like Rory was a fan of Joe, you know what I'm saying? Like Maul was a friend of Joe, so he had like inside jokes, and yeah, you remember that time, all this. That's what made the show funny. So yeah, you all right. Maul and them, they did add to the show. They added to it big time.
Without Maul, that show whack.
Yeah, you're right. Correct.
Ish and Ice, they cool. Because like Joe's thing was like, oh, when Ish and Ice came, they replaced y'all. And it's like, dude, like this something I told my wife about that shit. I said, nigga, if LeBron James get injured, the Laker fans still gonna show up. That don't mean the Lakers are still good. That just mean the fans are still Laker fans. So they still gonna show up. But trust me, my nigga, with Marlon and Rory gone, you gonna see them numbers start tapering off. Like, especially because the thing is, niggas was expecting them to come back. Because when them niggas left, it was kind of like, okay, Marl and Rory on vacation. We got into it, it's gonna be back. So a lot of niggas was just listening, like, all right, they'll be back, so I'm gonna keep on listening. But like, now that they know, oh, these niggas gone. Nigga, there's a lot of niggas that's like Team Rory, Team Marl. Some niggas, like myself, Team Real Nigga. Joe on sucker time right now. I honestly might stop listening to that shit because of this.
What if it's all a publicity stunt?
I was thinking that too. The Karen Civil issue, bro. I was just like, Karen Civil, he brought her there for a reason. And Karen Civil is a PR person. And it just seems like with all the little, like the last time with the Olivia scandal, all of a sudden, Joe releases a text for him and Karen. They was talking about how he wanted to start a podcast with Black women and providing a space for that. It was just, so I was thinking about that. It could be a publicity stunt. Cause where was they recording the shit at yesterday? That was a nice studio. Like where was like, well, whose shit was that? That shit like it was set up for a podcast already. So I don't know, man. This whole thing, I wouldn't be surprised, because all publicity is good publicity in these days. Whether you're getting raped, robbed, stabbed, anything, as long as your name ringing, that's all they want to hear.
Yeah, if it's a publicity stunt, honestly, I ain't never listening to that shit again. Like if they hit niggas with the April Fools, we just was trying to get you niggas paying attention, because it's like, nigga, at the end of the day, dog, good content is all that motherfuckers is here for. Y'all, it wasn't broke. So you don't need nothing to fix it. Like, you don't need a stunt for some shit. Y'all niggas the #1 podcast, my nigga. Not the #1 Black podcast. Not the #1 music podcast. The #1 podcast on the planet.
Oh, no, they're not the #1 podcast. They like number 30 something.
Well, real podcast. Because the Breakfast Club, which ain't even a podcast. Joe Rogan and like NPR and those type of situations. Like, I don't even count that type of shit.
I got you.
Niggas who playing with the numbers, like I don't count that. Like, the Joe Budden podcast is really the #1 podcast that is a podcast. It ain't a radio situation. It ain't CNN. It ain't a big brand that created something. It's some motherfuckers who said, hey, let's start a podcast. Like, they the #1 of that. Like, I don't even count that other shit. But I'm just saying in general, y'all niggas, this is a multi-million-dollar situation that some niggas created. Like, don't fuck that up for some punk-ass publicity over some trolling. Like, y'all niggas 6ix9ine now. If this is what y'all doing, and the main reason I really don't think it's a publicity stunt is because, like we said, dog, I feel like Maul is on real nigga time. If this shit is a publicity stunt, Maul lose all that credibility and all that cloth and all that shit he say he stand for.
Yeah, you got a point.
You turned all that in when you did this shit. If you doing this shit for some trolling, for some, oh, we got you. This was just some shit to get y'all niggas to talk about us, dog. Fuck Maul. He's a buster if he do that shit. And that's why I don't really think that it's a publicity stunt, because it's like, nigga, you come from the Rockefeller cloth. no matter what you got to say about these niggas, even Jay-Z, how we said business-wise, he a snake, all these niggas carry themselves as stand-up individuals. Nigga, Jay-Z might be a lot of things, but Jay-Z not a troll. Biggs ain't a troll. Dame ain't a troll. Nobody from that camp is on no trolling shit. This, if this is that, I consider this a troll, my nigga. This is a 6ix9ine move. I don't see them doing that shit. So I don't think it's a publicity stunt. It could be, my nigga. I could be wrong. But if it is, they lost me on this one.
So if it is a publicity stunt, y'all gonna tap back into it?
No.
Man, I ain't listening. I listened to like the episode when they came back, but I haven't. I mean, cause they lost steam like last year with me. Like I was just like they was talking like the show got boring. They was just talking about Twitter topics, and I was just like, the shit just got like they was just and it was just boring to me. So I really ain't tuned in a lot in the last 4-5 months. Like I've been, I just read like the little Reddits or something like that to keep up what's going on and watch like little clips, but to watch a whole 2-3 hour show of them and it was just real awkward. Now I ain't really been checking it like that. So I mean, I've been off of it.
Yeah, me, I was listening just because, like I understand it's quarantine. It's hard for motherfuckers to come up with topics when you're not moving and grooving like you usually doing. A lot of motherfuckers ain't putting out music because it's, at its core, it's a music podcast. Nigga, when the last time you heard a Kendrick album? Nigga, it's been like 2-3 years now.
3 years, yep.
Exactly. Drake, a lot of niggas ain't dropped music. Cole, nigga, when did For Your Eyes Only come out? 2 years ago?
For Your Eyes Only came out in 16. He had dropped KOD in 18. He dropped KOD in 18.
Okay, for sure. Yeah, because I'm like, a lot of motherfuckers ain't putting out music, because a lot of times when they come in, they like, what came out? What music came out? And it don't be shit. So it's like these niggas is like drawing straws. Like, what the fuck is we gonna talk about?
Hey, but
because
let me
it's
ask
a
you
topical show.
But let me ask you a question though. You a podcaster, right? Smash, you a podcaster, right? You come up with shows every week and we ain't getting a bag like they getting. So if you throw me some millions of dollars, I'm gonna come up with some goddamn content, goddamn it. Like fuck that.
and see that, and that's what they do. Like, that's the thing. Like, it ain't like these niggas just haven't been putting out shows. It just been kind of lacking. But like as podcasters, I ain't gonna front. I done had some shows where I felt like nothing happened, and I also felt like my show was whack.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we done I done had a couple shows I felt like I mailed it in, but it was
what
like
I'm saying. Like, so I can't really throw them under the bus for that.
Yeah.
But this shit, oh yes, this for sure. Under the bus you go, my nigga. Like, nah. Cause to me, like, it's some sucker shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not calling Maul and Rory suckers. I'm really calling Joe a sucker. Really, no matter how it is, even if Joe is absolutely correct, it's some sucker shit. Just how he handled it. Like, nigga, airing out your shit like that, especially you call these niggas your friends, especially like with Rory, because it's like, my nigga, I heard the interview with Charlemagne. Charlemagne called this shit like a year ago. I feel like Rory just your industry partner. Maul, your real friend. You met Rory a couple years ago. Rory ain't nobody. This is my friend. Like, nigga, the whole time, because I don't know if y'all heard the episode where he fired the niggas, but the whole time it's like, oh, y'all my friends and I love y'all. Nigga, if you my friend and you love me and you can do this shit to me like this, you not my friend and you don't love me. Because he was talking about them niggas like they was just some punk bitch ass niggas on his homeboy's couch. Like, fuck you niggas is weak, you niggas was workers. Maul was sleeping on my couch, hiding detergent in his room. Like, nigga, you dog them niggas out to the point where, like, if I was your friend, that shit would be unreconcilable, my nigga.
Exactly. And you could tell that's the time Maul was on, because he was just like, it seemed like Maul felt like some of his hoes called him and like, yo, you sleeping on this nigga couch? You old detergent hiding ass nigga? And he like, what? I ain't know, you know what I'm saying? That's why he made that little thing like, I had more money than you when we met. You know what I'm saying? That's when, because you can see like Maul a Harlem nigga.
Apartment rapper.
Yeah, he like, exactly. Maul like, I'm a Harlem nigga. You ain't gonna play me like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it ain't gonna be right with them. Like, he ain't never coming back. Now Rory come back, like I said, he a fan. He'll come back.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I'm saying, dog. Like, the shit Joe was saying, even if he was absolutely right, nigga, the way you threw them niggas under the bus, like nigga, you burnt the Carter down. Like you made it to where niggas can't come. Like you can't. Maul cannot stand in front of this nigga Joe with a microphone and sit up there and shoot the shit and crack jokes without socking that nigga in his motherfucking mouth. Like nigga, if we homeboys, like let's just say, like, you know, us three, we got a podcast and we've been rocking for like 2 years. And then, you know, Smash, it's the Bet the House featuring Dolomite and JERM podcast. And then when all this shit go funky, this nigga JERM get the, this nigga Smash is like, nigga, I started this motherfucking podcast. I invite these two niggas. Nigga Dolomite, I met that nigga at the motherfucking bus stop. He ain't have shit. That nigga was just begging me because he knew I had a podcast. Nigga JERM was living with his girl. Nigga JERM didn't have no money till I met this nigga. Like, whether or not that be the truth, my nigga, the fact that you could air us out like that, like it wasn't shit after we done spent 2 years acting like we was tight and homeboys and really rocking with each other. Fuck you after that.
Yep. 100%.
I don't want to hear shit you gotta say, nigga. You can't apologize for airing me out like that.
Thanks. Ain't no coming back. If you had grievances with me, you know, we handle them like men amongst each other.
You got my number.
But once you go public and you put out some shit, even if it's true or not, once you get out there and put out to the world, yeah, you sleeping on my couch, once you do all that, once you put out there in the atmosphere, I'm cool on. Because that'll let me know if I ever fall on hard times and you have to pick me up, you gonna show and tell every fucking time. I'm cool on you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, because I follow the little Reddit group. And Ice had got in there. Ice, the other, you know, replacement host. And he, you know, somebody had asked him, like, nigga, you know, you a replacement for Rory and Maul, but what's to say that if you and Joe fall out, he wouldn't do that to you?
True enough.
You know, and he had like a little weak ass answer on some like, oh, well, I don't know what they did to get him to do that. I wouldn't do that. You know, me and him is better than that. And it's like, how do you know that, dog?
Exactly. Especially when the man get on there and say, I got Ice and Ish for half the price of for one of y'all, half the price of one of y'all niggas.
Exactly. Like that would be a red flag to me. Hold on, nigga. So you underpaying us?
Yeah, you paying us for half what you was paying one of them? Like, what the fuck? I was like, damn.
And it's like, nigga, that's what I be saying with certain niggas. Like, Joe love flunkies. Like,
he love to be the smartest in the room. Yeah, he love to be the smartest in the room.
Exactly. Like, and I think that's the reason you'll never see Maul in that couch again.
Yeah, I'm especially
because it's like, nigga, oh, now I see what type of time you on. Because Maul probably, and this is fucked up on Maul's part. I guarantee you, Maul probably honestly felt like he was the one nigga immune to Joe's bullshit.
Exactly.
Like he probably been walking around this whole, however many years them niggas been tight thinking, he talked to them niggas like that. He never get at me like that.
Yeah, exactly.
He getting at y'all niggas crazy. He'll never get at me crazy.
Oh yeah, you hear the way Joe's yelling at y'all today? That Joe's wilding yelling at y'all. Cause like think about it, Maul know about all the dead bodies Joe got. He know about everything, like all this shit that was popping off and the scandals coming about Joe beating on women. Maul probably said that defending him and know, like, nigga, I know you beat on that girl. Nigga, I was there. I pulled you off of that girl. You don't remember? And so that's why, you know what I'm saying? I'm serious. Like, that's why the Maul, like Maul know. Like Maul just like, that's why he was like, yeah, I know that y'all niggas ain't cool as you know, y'all portray to be. You done fell out with them. You know, Maul know everything. That's why I was like, Joe better be careful now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, like nigga, I pull every skeleton out this motherfucker.
Exactly.
The thing is, I don't even see Maul as that type of nigga though.
Exactly.
Maul is like, nigga, I'm not even gonna air you out like I could air you out because I'm not no bitch ass nigga like you. I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna beat your ass with silence. I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna do what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep on scoring like I was scoring before I met your bitch ass. And that's the reason I got respect for a nigga like Maul. Cause it's like, yeah, I could have been a millionaire with you, but nigga, I'd rather be $100,000 real nigga than a bitch ass millionaire.
Yeah.
So and on that note, gonna have final thoughts. Gonna start with my man JERM.
Final thoughts, man. Look, man, if you're going business with somebody, man, just make sure your paperwork right, man. Especially your friends, man, because if you go, it might start off all good and dandy, but when the money start rolling in, then next thing you know, well, I used to do this and you ain't do that, and I remember I put in this, and just get the paperwork straight from the beginning, and you won't be in this situation, man.
Facts. Dolomite.
Man, when a motherfucker show you who you are, who they are, believe them, dog. Niggas run around here with track records, my nigga. 99% of motherfuckers you run into, my nigga, they got a resume to follow it. When you read a motherfucker resume, follow that, my nigga. Like, I'm from the street, dog. The reason we don't fuck with niggas who got a snitch jacket on, because that snitch, my nigga. If you snitched on them, you'll snitch on me. A lot of bitch ass niggas run around with a snitch saying, he ain't snitched on me. You just ain't gave that nigga the opportunity, my nigga.
You're a stupid ass nigga. You say
Yeah,
that.
a lot of niggas run around with a pit bull they think really don't bite. You just ain't gave that motherfucker the opportunity to bite you, my nigga. So don't give motherfuckers the opportunity to burn you, because once they get the chance, once it becomes beneficial to burn you, they will.
My final thoughts is friendship and business is two different things. Never mix the two. Never mix business with personal, because it always becomes personal. You can get money with your 20-year nigga, and he might not have the same goals with that money as you. So if you're gonna do business, like JERM said, paperwork is key. This will keep the friendship honest, because we'll know what's what, and we'll know who doing this and who and how they doing it and what was agreed to. So yeah, but don't lose your friends over money. It ain't worth it. If you really my homie, we not falling out over no money. That's just how it is. Friendship, my friendship with you mean a lot more to me than money, because I can always make money, but you can't always get a true 20-year nigga or a true 10-year nigga or a true, you know what I'm saying? Them years you can't get back. So y'all know what it is. Me, Dolomite, where they can find you at, brother?
Instagram at Uncle Dolomite. Spelled like Dolomite, spelled like it's spelled on a fucking screen if you watching this motherfucker. Uncle, DOLEMITE. Twitter at Young Dolomite. Clubhouse at Young Dolomite, even though I ain't never on that motherfucker. Follow the Too Much Game podcast at Too Much Game, spelled TOO, not the number 2. Niggas be getting that shit confused. TOO Much Game podcast. I'm on all streaming platforms and YouTube. Cash at me, bitch.
We probably gonna have to start being on Clubhouse.
Hey man, we be in there every Friday, man. We do like a little, me and my little partners, we be in there talking shit on Fridays. We get together. It's kind of like a therapy session, like, you know what I'm saying? We just sit there and just kick the bullshit. Niggas have they drinks, smoke. We just sit there and bullshit, join with each other every Friday night on the house.
Let me know when you do that, man. I definitely want to be involved.
Man, that's a bet.
JERM, where they can find you at? Speaking of which,
man, every Friday you can find me. FROCAST on all the damn podcast readers, Amazon, all of them. Find me on Instagram, the FROCAST. No, it's just FROCAST on Instagram. Twitter, the FROCAST, at Nappy Afro if you're nasty. And you catch me Mondays at Better House Music Podcast. So, nice. I'll be around, man. I'll be around.
Dolomite, we got to get you in this Monday, man.
What time is it going to be?
6 p.m. Central Time.
All right, I'm going to sleep early that day, so I'll be awake. Because I work nights. That's why I ain't been able to fuck with y'all niggas over this time. Because 9 times out of 10, when y'all get cracking, nigga, I be in the bed knocked the fuck out. So, nigga, I got to fucking work my schedule around that shit.
Facts.
So you said 6 p.m. What?
Yep. Better House Musical Hours.
6 Central.
So that's like 4 p.m. You in Cali, right? 4 p.m. Yeah, that's like 4.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Monday for sure. Tomorrow, yeah. 4 o'clock.
All right, man, we appreciate y'all. Y'all know what it is. Thank y'all for tapping in. We out.